Ashley with Home Suite 6, and I'm here today to give you a little overview of our past few days. We've been working on revamping our kids' playroom. So we're really fortunate to be able to have this space where we can let the kids have all their toys. And we also have been homeschooling this past year for kindergarten and sort of pseudo preschool. So if you are new here, I'm new here to YouTube. This is only our third or fourth video, I think. I can introduce us. I'm Ashley. My husband's name is Alex, and we have 4 boys. And so they are 5, 4, 2, and 5 months. So 4 kids, 5 and under, and all boys. And so we're really fortunate in this house that we moved into a year ago to be able to give them this playroom space. We really like it. We've done a lot with it. Like, we've changed it a lot since we've lived here. Right now, as you may notice, like, some of the walls are kind of bare. So it's kind of gone through some revamps. That we've used it as a guest room. So anyway, we're in like the 6th redo at this point. And I spent this past weekend a little bit of time each day going through, and I'll show you guys that process of really trying to declutter and minimize our kids' toys. It had gotten out of control after Christmas, and then I have 2 kids' birthdays that are in February, and so by like early March it was just chaotic, plus I've got a little baby. So life had just gotten kind of crazy and messy, and we're home a lot, and we work from home, so it just had erupted into just this giant mess. And so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour, show you guys what our playroom looks like now, show you that progression. But first things first, what really sort of kicked this off for both my husband and I are we have gotten really interested and into this whole idea of more minimal, simple living. We actually have been in the process of reading Simplicity Parenting. This is by Kim John Payne, and if you've never heard of this book or read this book, I highly recommend it. He is a trained Waldorf teacher, and he is a counselor. He's worked with students, kids, families for like 30 plus years. He knows what he's talking about, and his principles and his philosophies are so in line with a lot of I think just the ways that Alex and I think, and the ways we want to parent and just be present in our life. And so reading it just really kind of gave us this boost of confidence to say, okay, you know what, I really think that when you look at what's going to be best for our children in terms of their own stability, their own sense of safety, their own ability to use their imaginations on a day-to-day scale, I really just agree with a lot of the philosophies. I never really knew much about Waldorf education either, which after reading the book and feeling like, wow, everything about, the environment to the routine to the schedule, all of this makes so much sense to me. And so I started researching that too. And so I really felt like, okay, this is a great push for us to get kind of more in line with that philosophy for our kids. And I'm not a purist in any sense of the word, really with anything. I live in the gray and I embrace that. So this is not like, we're not like a Montessori Waldorf family. This is more just like us trying to get a little bit closer to maybe some of those principles so we can, have some of that for our kids. So by no means is this meant to be a purist video on how to be like a Waldorf family. I wouldn't even know what to tell you for that. And that's just not who we are. But I did try to really minimize a lot of the plastic toys, a lot of the like blinking, flashy light toys, the ones that make like the obnoxious sounds. I did actually do this, as you'll see in the video too, like around the kids. It's not like they weren't here or present for it. I asked them this morning when they came in, what do you guys think? Do you notice anything different? And they said it looks clean. And they seem happy with it. So they have no idea. I will also show all the bags. So I'm a little like all over the place here. So real quick, like I said, I was paring down things that were plastic, made loud noises, had lots of like flashy blinking sounds, and were also very close-ended. So in the book and in a lot of philosophies like Montessori, Waldorf, just kind of child-based play philosophies, they encourage open-ended toys. Open-ended toys are things like blocks, magnetiles, Legos, things that like when you can use them, you create something with them. They're not just one-use toys. I do still have some more one-use kind of toy things. But you'll see as I walk around and show you guys, a lot of the things are more open-ended. They encourage more natural media, like more natural sourced kinds of materials like wood. And the reason for that being they're more similar to what we would find like in nature. Nature is soothing and calming across the board. Plastic is not, like it doesn't feel as nice to play with something plastic. And so that's sort of the philosophy. We still kept some plastic things. And so what happened was, as I went through everything, was really trying to curate what we were gonna keep out. I ended up with 2 shelves, and I did kind of a more Montessori open shelving thing for most of the items, and I have some bins. And I'll show you guys what we kept. I will certainly link for things that we have bought. I can link those toys for you guys down below. And then what we ended up with was 2 like Sterilite Rubbermaid bins of quarantine toys, and I'm setting those aside just to see if they ask for them in the next month or 2. I have a pickup coming on Friday for donations, and so I've got, I think I ended up with like 5 or 6 big black trash bags, and so those are going out with the donations. But the other ones that I think they might possibly ask for, I kept some of those toys for just quarantine, or to even rotate in and out. And those were more like kind of some of the character plastic toys, extra cars, things like that. And then I also ended up too with another tub of the dress-up clothes. All right, so and like I said, those have the extra dress-up clothes, and we'll just swap those in and out as needed. All right, so here we go to get started. Got a trash bag, got a good donation bag, and we're gonna hit up all the play clothes first. Surrounded by toys everywhere, and right now I'm getting ready to go through and figure out from a container standpoint what I can fit in here, and we'll show you the process. We have kind of a crazy amount of books. As you can see, this is what we are dealing with right now. So I'm actually going to be going through and minimalizing our kids' books. This is such a chaotic mess, but I'm going to go through and start making piles. I'm going to make piles of books that we read all the time, piles of books that we maybe never read, piles of books that I'm maybe unsure about, and then piles of books that are like damaged. If those are either worth repairing or tossing. I don't know if I can donate broken books. So we're gonna go through there and see. So I kind of feel like when it comes to books, we should just keep the ones that are like most loved and treasured and that they want to read all the time, and then challenge them, and then go from there. So wish me luck. Okay, so now we've gotten this down to a much more reasonable pile. but as you can see, I really have pared it down. I've got bags over here, which these are going to be donations. There were some that didn't make it that are trash, and the rest of what I'm working with is going to be trying to really like figure out what this space is going to look like. So I'm going to see what I can fit up here and start working, and then just kind of see what we have left and then go from there. Working to tackle the rest of the clutter in here and trying to get it all organized and set up for the coming week. So we are gonna just keep at it and show you our progress. Toys, and also trying to pare down to the things that are wooden, since we're trying to go with more natural toys and less plastic. With that being said, I think what I'm going to do, because I've got a couple quarantine boxes, this is the second one that I'm putting things in right now. I'm actually going to, I think, put little people also into the quarantine, since I know they really like their little people, so I may actually just leave out a few, but we have a lot, so I'm going to go through those and see what we have left if I separate them out, and then maybe just leave a couple of them. This time now on puzzles, so you can see the absolute mess that this is still behind me. This here is all going to be giveaway. We're going to keep these things that are here, but I'm going to keep them in the closet, and we have a couple things in quarantine. Okay, so been hard at work at this today, and the finish line I feel like is in sight because really all we have left are a few things. This kind of mess of stuff, it doesn't look fabulous, but it's stuff that I just got to go through and kind of sort. So I am going to get busy doing that. The kids have all gone to bed. I'm going to try and knock this out, get rid of some of this clutter. I'm going to try and get the best view here. A lot of this stuff is homeschool things that are going to end up going in that closet there, over here, and I will, in hopefully just about 20 minutes or so, be able to show you guys kind of this finished product, what the Playroom Declutter has resulted in. We have like, I don't know, maybe like 6 of those giant black bags full of things to donate. So pretty cool. I will give you guys a bit of a tour once it's all done, but in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up here and hopefully be able to show you soon what it all looks like. Pretty much I've gotten all the toys out. What's left is mostly school and educational stuff, and it is pretty messy, so I'm going to go through and organize of what we ended up with, and you guys can see what it looks like. So I do keep a rocker in this room. It's nice when I'm nursing the baby. We also have this little kitchen set, so I just sorted out some of their play food. I guess not super minimal on that, but everything fits in the kitchen. Those are all little ice cream, toys, plates, and cups and containers. We've got a little egg set and some ice cream containers. We have a little gardening toy here. Little pieces here. All right. And so that's our little kitchen set. And then we've got a balance board, which our 2-year-old just got for his birthday in February. We did keep, so these are pretty cool. These little cars and these planes, as well as this is, I don't know what happened to the little person, but this is a wooden, I think it's Melissa and Doug. Yeah, Melissa and Doug sorting toy. I kept those up on the top. Those cars and the planes are really cool. They were actually built by our neighbor, who's very handy. We kept a number of puzzles. I tried to keep puzzles that the kids really like. This puzzle is amazing, this one with the cubes. It's like, I don't know, 6 puzzles in one. We have a wooden puzzle here from Ireland. A bunch of these puzzles are like letters, numbers, things like that. And then I have some more puzzles, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, in the closet. We kept Magnetiles, which are a favorite in our home. We've got some stacking toys, wooden train, this gear toy here in the back, which is wooden as well as this stacking toy. This bin is fun. This is all musical instruments, so he says no characters and stuff, but these are just the ones we have. We have these Pete and Cat musical instruments, xylophone. We've got the like egg shakers, these kind of little ones, and these are just cowbell. So these are fun because we like to do like story time, music time. Okay, we've got one of these knockoff rainbows. Like I said, we'll have to link some of these because I got that on Amazon for like 15 bucks. A couple little kid books and some more cardboard stacking toys. And then these, really cool, also Amazon. Our kids love these. We call them Connect blocks. I don't know if that's really what they're called, but they are super fun and entertain them forever. And then we kept this toy, which is like also, little son Doug, just double checking, and it's like a building toy, which is kind of cool. And we have this really neat busy board. This was a gift. And then we have our Duplos in here. So we did keep, like I said, some plastic toys. I did keep some dress up stuff out. They have a lot of dress up clothes. So I kept some things out. They've got like some ninja vests, doctor dress up, and a few, like a fireman outfit there, and a couple little capes. And then we've got a little camping backpack with their like a little bear bag. And then this is a really awesome dollhouse. We love this dollhouse, and the kids play with this frequently too. And then over here, we've got, so we kept some little people, and these are, again, plastic toys and animals. There's some like little tiny characters in here. And I just kept, an assortment of what we have. There's probably too many. And, as we are continuing to pare down and keep things minimal in our home, maybe we'll find that we need less. And so we're just starting this journey. I'm trying to go easy on myself. These are some wooden car haulers, and we also have this little, in the back here, this little balancing game. This is fun. You take the little characters and they balance on the top. This is our wooden train set. These are really awesome. Our kids love the wooden train sets. We've got the trains and stuff in here. We've also got like all the little people, and there's like cows and scene things that they can set up. This is a lot of fun. They like this one a lot. My son is really into pirates. My 4-year-old, just turned 4-year-old, he got this pirate set for his birthday. So we have the pirate stuff in there, and he's got a little treasure box, and this has got his treasure in it. So we kept that for him, another piece of treasure. We have a bunch of blocks. So we have 2 bins worth of blocks. I just sorted them because they were sorting them the other day. And we have some that are like really small that connect together. So I kept all those and just put them all together in here. So they've got some blocks that are really tiny, some blocks that are bigger. Those are all the color blocks, and then the regular natural blocks. And these are cool too. We've got 2 sets of blocks in here. So some of them, like I said, are just like the little natural wood blocks, but these are the architecture blocks. And so they build some really cool, like intricate buildings and stuff with those. We kept cars. We have a lot more cars than these. We've got these big monster trucks that they love and they play with. And then we just kept a small assortment of little cars, and all of the boys, well, at least my 5, 4, and 2-year-old all play with cars. Then we have some baby dolls. This little doll here has lost his clothes. But so we've got some baby dolls, actually have more baby dolls and some stuffies in the living room. And then this is just an empty box with a little empty box for them if they want to put things in there or play with that. So it's kind of a little tour of what we have in here that we kept. And I'll show you too. So we have this little push toy that's fun. And then this is kind of our homeschool area. We've got an easel, a light up board, also a recent gift for our 4-year-old. And then these are all of our just homeschool things. So we've got all of our kindergarten stuff in there. And this is just kind of, so this I organized. This is kind of like a craft, craft cart, you could say. I have a lot of extra things on here. So, my boys, if they like like doing workbooks. I don't know if other kids are like this, but they like having like extra workbooks. These are not part of their school curriculum. They're just like things that people have given us. I have a lot of teachers in the family who have gifted us different things, give things to the kids, so they like enjoy sitting down and doing these. So if they want to be creative, my son has the paint with stickers books. They like to keep their things in folders. They've got little journals to write stories and stuff in. So I just give them, those things, and they've got their own ones. And then my 2-year-old, he's got these, color mats, the water mats. These are cool. The Aquadoodle. I just got 2 of those between Christmas and birthdays. So we just got both of them in there so they can play with them. But those are a good hit. And then these are just craft supplies. We've got, all sorts of craft things that they can play with. And, they've got their like little scratch paper, popsicle sticks, googly eyes, glue, just things that they can pull out and make things with feathers. And down here we've got chalk and our colored pencils and markers and crayons. And then we do have, these are kind of our extra things. I've got paints up here. This is a bin of Play-Doh toys. These are our extra puzzles. So we've got extra puzzles here and here. And some of these are really big, like the giant floor puzzles. These are the smaller puzzles we kept. And I have a puzzle fanatic. I talk about this at another point in the video. My 4-year-old is just like way into puzzles. So we did keep those because they actually do play with all of them. And then this is more creative stuff. There's paper down here, coloring books, crayons, those like really large, you can probably see what I'm looking at, but they're really big coloring books. So got those down here. Got fun puff balls. Those are fake snowballs too on the bottom. Those are kind of fun. We love games. We got a stacking game with elephants and dominoes back here. This is a pop-up pirate game. Again, really into pirates. And then we've got some really great games, and I will link some of these below as well in the comment section, because some of these are really cool. And these are more the educational kind of ones. These are like fun games, although memory, I guess they're all kind of educational. But we've got ones where it's like making words. We got this like Scrabble soup one that we got that for Christmas. That's really fun. And then I just got some other things that are, like art cards. These are fun and really pretty. And then this is the monstrosity that we ended up with donations. It's crazy. It's still kind of a mess over there, so just don't look over there. But it's a lot. And 2 of these bags are our clothes, my husband's and my clothes, because we went through and decluttered our closet too, which we'll have to talk about in a later video. But we really tried to pare down, and as you can see by the bags, I think we pared down by quite a bit. I'd say probably we were maybe left with about 30% of what we had before. And the way I'm displaying some of this stuff is pretty open, other than the things that are in bins, which aren't even all the way full. So the actual volume of toys is just much lower. It's just kind of displayed out more, so they can see everything, and it's less overwhelming for me. And so I think, for small children who are very susceptible, and sensitive to their environment, to me, it just feels much less overwhelming. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you like it, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. We're brand new here and super excited to share just our experience and our journey, and I hope that this can just be inspiring. I know for myself, I love seeing these kinds of transformations and videos where people are just putting in all that effort and hard work into just trying to live a more intentional life. So that's our hope too, that we can maybe provide some inspiration, connect with other people who are trying to do the same thing, and look forward to seeing you soon.